Okay, it's the men's final, the last game of the Newcastle Gold Cup for 2025. It's Sunder Slice, it's Fyshwick United, who will take home the solid 24-carat Gold Cup. And there's Solomon Mayowitz, Mark Mahan, as he throws the opening goal to Mark Wee. Sunder Slice waste no time, rolling it down the far side of the field for the first goal of the match.
Solomon there picking up from where he left off in the semi, being a big part of the goals and assists. Look at this throw here. I mean, there's barely any arm in it or whatsoever. It's all wrist. And he managed to get it down with a fair bit of wind right into the corner, right into the bread basket of the receiver. 1-0 to Sunder Slice.
Now a throw on the inside shoulder of Nick Hodson. Young. Sunder settle their zone. They get some containment back. Shellard. And
okay.
Andrew Jackson just helping his team out, saying, yeah, you're well out. So a turnover.
That's the kind of attention to detail I'm talking about.
Well, that ability to play small ball. Sean Reid, who was a revelation in the last game. Tyrone Symbol. Oh, he's going to put this up in the air. It's going to fall, and James Bray, the only target ever going to get to that. Sunder, they make themselves heard. An early break in this game, 2-0.
Well, put that down to the zone of Sunder. Very feisty, lots of energy, just like their rogue counterparts, and steps on this. I'm not sure what Fyshwick were thinking, not getting goal side of their players. There's only one person who was ever going to catch that.
Initially, I thought there's no way that works out. Turns out James Bray was well deep of Alex Young, who'd pulled that match up.
Yeah. Well, the beer can test of the wind.
Yep. It's falling over, so it's officially that blustery.
Yeah, so the wind is up. It's coming at the camera. So as we get a screen view, you'll be coming from the top left corner as we're looking at this. So from the goalposts towards the camera. And it's quite blustery. So Fyshwick are going to have to come upwind for this one, and no doubt they're going to face the same zone.
Gus McDonald pulling for Sunder. Energetic run down. And the first couple of passes are guarded. Dane Kluken. Alex Smith. Can't get free, so it goes to Shellard. Young, back to Kluken. Hodson out into space to Kluken, who has to bid.
Okay, again, precision required there. He needed to give it a little bit more air.
Someone's going to present!
Gus McDonald, he's stuck with it. Oh, huge bid.
And straight up.
Ends up with it. Huang. Back to McDonald. Now a crossfield throw. Yang climbs up there. Yi Wei Wang. Oh, that's big on Fang. He gets up there.
Fangs wants someone deep.
Yang steps up, creating an angle that goes the way of Fyshwick. Manambi Weir just bounces it back to Alex Young. And Young, oh, that's a streaky one. Kluken keeps it in. Kluken coming back in the middle. It's a broken field situation. Young on the doorstep. Creates some space, pivots. Goes back. Hodson to Alex Smith. Young, Helly Smith now in the middle of the field. Goes back to the break side. There seems to be a call.
Yeah, that looked interesting. I think there might be a pick call, but I'll tell you what, he'd already established a lead. Yeah, I do not like that call at all. There was no stopping that throw at all. And there was a little bump there well after the fact.
It's the problem with being well known in the ultimate Frisbee community, John. You'll always be a target. Some banter flying towards the commentary box.
It certainly helped that I got a hazy in me.
Helly Smith, this time to Menambi Weir.
Yes.
And Menambi Weir just power in close.
Yeah,
that
very
change
nice.
of direction, strengthen the hips. You see him, boom, puts his foot in the ground, takes off.
Yeah, a good diving bid there from the road defender, but there was no stopping Weir there. Boom. Nice work, Mambo. Well, they're on the board, but they've got to find a way to stop this Sunder offense, which we saw in the semi-final is well adept to playing in these conditions.
Gus McDonald, he's going to make his way out on the field. And good to see Gus playing regularly.
Oh, it's good, isn't it? Yeah.
He went through a period there where he was injured and really struggled to string together, you know, that consistency.
Yeah.
But good to see him out there again.
It's great. And he's playing well. He had a great semi. He took that incredible grab coming back to the disc when it was short of him on a huck. Led to a crucial goal. All right.
And there was never any doubts about Gus's talent. You know, ever since he was a junior, you knew he had it. It was just, you know, that injury-prone kind of nature, whether he could stay healthy. And he's starting, I think, to figure it out in terms of his preparation, what he needs to do, how he needs to train. Again, goes to Reed. Now through the middle. Oh, and that's a flat one that's just going to go laces out to Mark Wee.
My goodness. What an offensive drive that was to the final catch. I was about to say, bottle that one, boys. That was a brilliant offensive run. It just jumped a little bit on Wee there.
Wee's going to be disappointed with that.
He'll be really disappointed with that.
He's got high standards for himself. He's an excellent player. And that, well, it was routine until it wasn't. Oh, Fyshwick in some trouble. It's a high stall, Hawk situation coming this way. Ends up going too far past the outstretched arms.
Again, what's that, 1 centimetre off? A good throw. These are the margins that Fyshwick need to close.
Bray goes back. Gann gets it. Black creates some space. Whoa. Sean Reed.
How are they getting these discs?
Sunder trusting themselves at the moment. The belief is there. Black. Back to Mark Wee. Well, Jay Spray was going for a moment. Again. And Andrew Jackson won't give it up.
They're going for a dance. They're going for a do-si-do across the field. They'll talk it out.
It looks like Jackson's happy.
Yeah, I think possession 9/10 of the law there.
Ooh, Bray, that's very close.
Geez.
He keeps it in.
Great inside.
Wee. McDonald. Reed. Sunder. This is where the small ball and the precision matters.
Yep.
And we're seeing a masterclass at the moment from Sunder Slice. Wee trying to break the mark. Garn. Bray. I think they're starting to crack the Fyshwick defence. Well, until a loose throw by Alex Gann.
Oh, that was a commentator's curse there, Dan. You got to accept that one.
Catch pole benefiting. Now out to Jacob Blacklock.
Too hot, that pass.
Coming back the other way. Again, finds Gus McDonald, and McDonald will break it to James Bray, who's out there running a mile.
Yeah, that's well done. And it just, you got the feeling that the precision is there with Sunder. And this is the precision that Fyshwick needs to find. They're only, what, a couple of centimetres off a great long look there.
And then it was a skill error of a miscatch.
Yep.
We see the
the do-si-do here.
Again, having a bit of a dance together. Neither willing to let go of the disc.
Oh, a love match. And that, how did Bray keep his foot in there? That was, and look at this inside. That's precision you need. And
I want to talk about James Bray.
Yeah, let's just watch the final of this. I just want to see this one. No, this next pass. Blacklock just a bit too hot and just a bit behind his, and that's precision, you know.
I want to talk about James Bray.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is a thing or not, but it seems like James Bray has changed his role. Previously, we saw him more in and around the disc. But that guy's putting in work. He is running far more than I think I've ever seen him run in terms of just effort cutting. Like, anytime he receives the disc, he gets it back in the hands of the handlers, and then he's off threatening the end zone. Yeah. And I think this is a great change because he is a danger. He is such a threat in the end zone.
Yeah.
And I wonder if this is a conscious change or if I'm imagining things.
Well, let's keep tabs on that and watch him play. But certainly he was putting a lot of heavy effort in that last point.
Helix Smith.
This wind has picked up, Dan.
Oh, Sam Shellard. Helix Smith. Now across the field. They go through Jack Donnelly. Tim Shering. Oh, and that's a shot looking for Dane Kluken. Maybe it'll give it enough life. It doesn't. Kluken is leaving it all on the field. He's been hung out to dry twice and still nearly made it happen.
Again, what's that? 1 foot away from being the perfect throw.
Instead, an isolated cutter now. Jambo finds Symbol. Symbol, is underthrown that.
Well, you could argue that was, he put enough dog in it to play for position. This is going to be a difficult position for Fyshwick to get themselves out of here. A. Young, with the disc here, is going to need to find a break. I don't think they're going to give up an open side cut here.
He gestures Helix Smith.
And he's not found it.
That's a first pass turnover. Feng goes straight back to Eric Lau. Feng. Finds the reset. In Symbol this time. Sunder have got another break on Fyshwick United, 4-1.
Yep. It's what we've talked about, Dan. And just the precision here in this wind is with Sunder. They are showing that they can play the small ball and control the disc. And Fyshwick yet have not been able to show that. They are missing by centimetres to a foot, and that's enough.
Well, you give them an inch and they're going to take a mile from you, Sunder. They're looking good at the moment.
Yeah.
They've hit the lead.
I wouldn't mind seeing a timeout right now and David McManus, the coach, feeding him a little bit of booty to say that when you see that shot, be confident and put it in front. Yeah, this wind has turned around again. Now it's coming from right to left. Who knows what's going on here?
Hard to really get to grips with the conditions. It's been a challenging weekend. And this is a really hard spot to be in for Fyshwick, to be
Yeah.
down 2 breaks so early in the game.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, on one hand, yeah, you have the rest of the game to come back, but really, I think you wanted to keep it closer than this so that when it got down the stretch, maybe you can take advantage of some momentum. Young. Out in front.
That's precision. That's nice from A. Young.
Hodson had a good start to this game. There's another block. Again, it's just instantly to the disc. Wanting to find something. Bray.
Watch Bray's movements here. Let's see how much work he does. He's off to the end zone.
He's gone to the end zone. And Gann has tried to pick him out. Will he pick him out? No, Andrew Jackson.
Oh, hats
The
off to
original
Andrew J.
action figure.
Yes, that was clutch. Bray was going to get that. That was a fantastic layout D to save possession here for Fyshwick. They've still got 64 to go.
Jackson covers enough of the disc that Bray can't lay out for the block. Shellard. Oh, that's going to stretch out Jackson.
AJ shaking his head, but he needs to get back on defense here.
Gann's going to go fast. He wants the tempo.
Tim!
He goes with the hammer. High stall, puts it up on James Bray's head. Oh, gets tunneled.
Oh, he gets tunneled. A classic Aussie rule style tunnelling.
Well,
AJ came in bum first and provided a launching pad.
Well, plenty of tunnels in Sydney. Not so many tunnels in Canberra. That's a painful one.
Now, first things first, is Jay Bray okay? He's in the...
Come back to that short range situation.
Look at that block there. That was, I think it was Deng there on getting a block. Just snuck a hand in. Then AJ. That was clutch. Now let's have a look at this again. So both... Yeah, you would say that AJ came into Jay Bray's space as he was jumping there.
Those are generally really painful because you're coming down from height and there's nothing to stop you and you just land on whatever you land on.
Yeah. Now, this will be interesting for AJ because he really wouldn't have known. He was eyes on the disc and a little bit in front of James Bray. So some perspectives here will help to resolve this one.
Yep. I think that really James Bray needs to call the foul.
Yep.
And it needs to be uncontested because it did seem like, well, it'll come
It's
back.
going back.
What do I know?
All right. Okay. That's fine. Players have sorted it out.
I've only got slow motion replay and 2 camera angles. What do I know? No, I think there's not really much wrong with that. Whether it ends up with James Bray in the end zone or if it's Alex Gann here.
But wait,
it's an uncontested foul, so to go to James Bray. But for some reason it'll come back.
Yeah, we don't understand the call, but it's staying with... Now this will have to come back to stalling 6 for Shellard.
But now the players are making up their ground.
Oh, okay.
If it was a foul in the end zone, John, shouldn't it be James Bray's disc from the front of the end zone?
Yeah, but if it's contested, it does go back.
They just said it was uncontested
I don't
on
understand
0.
it. Yep.
I am confused. Oh, and now Kluken gets a massive piece of it. McDonald picks up the scraps. Anjanor, oh, that's just a wild one that McDonald, it catches him out. Helly Smith goes to Jackson. Sharing.
They cannot find Sam
Huge
Shellard.
bid by Varun Anjanor.
There he is.
Shellard drops the disc off. Helly Smith. Oh, gets the breakaway to Andrew Jackson.
This is an interesting one. I think AJ always had that lead, but the defenders got caught up here with, look at this. Yeah, AJ is making his move now, has space, and then gets caught up. Oh, look, I think there's nothing wrong with that pick. You're going to call that pick every day of the week.
So Jackson gets the restart and now just loops it out into space, and Fyshwick United need that one. 4-2, a necessary offensive hold. for the boys in orange.
Yep. Well, now an early time out here. We've got to remember, what are the numbers like here, Dan? Because surely Fyshwick have the numbers on Sunder.
Even numbers, both teams
Wow.
with 17 registered. However, notable omission, 2 missing players for Sunder. Gavin Moore, I haven't seen him.
No.
And also Nick Lely
Yeah.
with a gluteus issue.
Well, some surgery in the gluteus area. Rightio. Well, I'm suspecting, though, that Sunder wanted a break just to keep the energy levels up for their players. They are playing a high-energy game, and they are demanding precision out of Fyshwick.
So far.
And all of Fyshwick's turnovers have been a case of inches up to a foot. That's the precision that's been missing.
That ability to play at a high level, especially at the end of a long tournament, that is what sets these players apart. That's what Sunder has done so well over so many years. And going back to history, Sunder have won 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Sunder has won the Gold Cup, and for Fyshwick United, never.
Yeah. I was talking to Sam Shellard, staying in my place last couple of nights. We discussed this. This is a good opportunity for Fyshwick to get their hands on a trophy, some 24-karat gold. At the moment, there's a little bit of a mountain to climb, I feel. They need to show that they can work the disc in small spaces with precision in this wind.
Well, for the rest of this half, I think Fyshwick United need to focus on one break of theirs and then no breaks of their own.
Yeah.
That just gets them back within one. If they can achieve that, I think that they'll be happy with that half-time scoreline.
Oh, definitely.
Because then in the second half, hey, look, if you're close, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Just need to be close.
Yeah. Rightio. It's a big point coming up. It is downwind for Sunder.
Might be Speldevinder.
Yeah.
Speldevinder with the pull.
Great pull into the end zone.
And Black settles underneath it. Alex Gann in the middle. Reed, the give go with Gann. Gus McDonald goes back to Gann. Now Gann goes the long shot. That's out in front, and that's pretty much perfect.
Wow.
Can't stop that.
Another one to bottle.
I mean, Alex Gann is getting to a point in his game where people ask, how do you beat him? And the answer really is just in his sleep with a stick.
Yeah, there's no stopping this. The speed of movement there, they've got a big body on him who was playing straight up, and yet he was still able to get that flick out with precision to his receiver.
Mark Wee down the field.
Oh, hasn't he been good? Both in the semi and in this game. Look at this throw from Gann. Loves his flick. And onto the breadbasket of Wee.
You commented in the last game, John, where you were disappointed with I-Beam not going to a straight up, getting some pressure onto the Gann throw. Do you think that Fyshwick are falling victim to the same move?
Oh, I was going to go and mention it to Fyshwick to do that.
To try and help
them
out.
But you know what? At this stage of the game, it's not their biggest problem. Yeah, they've got to sort their own offense out. And we just saw there they had a big body on him going straight up, and he was still able to get that pass off. So, yeah, I'll hold fire for the moment. I think that the thing that disappointed me with the I-Beam is that they were putting on a really lazy sort of mark that was not really covering anything.
Weir stops the roll. He's going to get this back from Young. Weir steps up and into the cup. Nice movement. Oh, again, Weir is just shredding it. Get around Mamambi Weir, Fyshwick United. He's just put his team on his back and straight down the field with an offensive hold.
With Swiss precision. It's what I've been calling for. They threaded the needle through the cup with Shellard sorting out that flick that was a bit too low on 2 occasions, and he hits his mark with this one.
Between 2 defenders on the second throw. Fyshwick United. And between 2 defenders the first time as well. Menambi Weir. Some great zone offense. Okay, Fyshwick United, they do the business. They have to do something, though, about Alex Gann. James Bray back out on the line, standing next to the diminutive, well, not so diminutive, but somewhat diminutive superstar.
Let's go United!
And Bray showing not too many ill effects of that tunnelling at the hands of Andrew Jackson just before. I suspect, though, that Bray might be bruised for at least the next week. They are painful coming down on a hip pointer like that. Reed, Gann combining. They're still in their own end zone. And the stack is deep. Gann going to go to Bray. Gann. Oh, and there we go. Huge play by Jacob Blacklock. This could be the break that puts Fyshwick United back in this game. Jackson around the break side to Sadiq. And he knows it, gives it the waggle. Fyshwick United, first it was Menambi Weir. An excellent O point, and then huge turnaround block by Jacob Blacklock. Enormous. Abdul Kavi Sadiq. The end of the move. We go back to the play. Sean Mark Wee. The big man extends. And Jackson. First, it didn't look like Sadiq was doing much. And he kind of hovered. And then the hook. To the break side, Andrew Jackson. A wonderful throw to score. Getting around James Bray, who had come pretty straight up, trying to get some pressure on the throw. Jackson takes advantage.
Sadiq's pretty happy about that one.
I think he understands that the story of the game here, John. That was that break that I was talking about before.
Yeah, having just returned from the bathroom break. So tell me, what happened there?
Well, Fyshwick United, 4 points. Sunder Slice 5.
Wow. Game on.
We're back in and close. Spell to window again. Another big pull. Xavier Black forced to go backwards.
Gets a nice bounce.
Yeah, a nice bounce indeed. It bounced up to waist height. Don't see that very often.
Oh, what a catch.
And then the huck. But help is going to come in the form of Andrew Jackson over the top. It floats over everyone as James Bray ghosts in at the back of the pack. Gann. Looking for something. He might have to go backwards with this. Reed. Then to the break side. Mark Wee, the cap.
Oh, wow. How to exploit a little bit of fortune on not a great throw. I must say, once again, there were 2 Fyshwick defenders. AJ needed to peel off and be ready for any crumbs. Leave the high stuff for Blacklock, who was in the area. Instead, yeah, they both missed out. And watch this finish here from Beam. That was a little bit of lazy defense, and he gets broken and punished by Sunder. Mark Wee, once more, he's racking up the stats in these clutch games.
Mark Wee playing further downfield in this match, John, and what we saw in the semi-final, he was much more around the disc Now he's transitioned into more that out-and-out receiver.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been the target a couple of times.
You know, he's always had that in him. So it is interesting. We'll keep... But there was our man, Solomon, Dr. Fungus. Tell you what, that was a precision catch. That was not easy. He did it one-handed.
Alex Smith gets down and finds Alex Young. A high stall. He's going to have to find something. He creates something out of nothing to Weir. And Manambi Weir goes with the hark, the long throw. He's thrown it to the advantage of his big, tall timber.
Oh.
Yang, he's done everything. And nearly got it in the end.
I think Solomon might have been playing Finney there for our sideline camera. However, that was almost a fantastic steal there. A good shot there from Weir because he gave it air. Recognised the height mismatch. But look at this jump. Great vertical there. Almost got it. Gee, that would have been a steal of the century there.
And Yang has done everything right. As the shorter man,
yeah.
The way you could play this is always get to the front. You see, he works to the front, he gets his arms up, and he nearly gets it done on a much taller opponent.
Yeah.
He's done everything right.
Yeah.
And I think for young players at home, especially if you're shorter of stature, you know, like me, learning that, okay, get to the front, get your hands up. If they go over the top of you, that's fine. Like, so what? But as a shorter player, you're not going over the top of them unless you've got some ridiculous hops and you know you got them. But otherwise, just get to the front, do everything right, and sometimes it'll work out for you. That case, it didn't, but Yang can't be completely disappointed with that.
And it reminds me of a US player, Nathan Kwon, who played for North Carolina and uni and then and Sockeye. And he was one of those players who had incredible hops for his short stature.
Reed goes to the high side and Gus McDonald. Oh dear. Abdul Sadiq has got himself a block. This is a golden opportunity for Fyshwick United. Deep in the red zone. Sunder slice.
This has come out of nowhere, Dan.
Andrew Jackson picks it up, goes to Abdul, Kavi Sadiq, and again Jackson and Sadiq combine. Fyshwick United are well and truly back in this match.
Well, we didn't see this coming, did we?
Well, we asked for it. I said the game plan was one break and then trade out the half. Fyshwick have gestured and conjured up a second to bring us right back to 6-all.
That is just a little lapse of concentration for Sunder. Let's have a look at this. Froze almost had him. It's Gus McDonald. And it surprised Sadiq. He sort of found the Frisbee in front of his hands, stuck a mid out, then gets it break side. AJ wasn't going to miss that opportunity, and he's put in these two breaks from his D-line position. And that's AJ at his best.
Okay.
Both to Sadiq, by the way. That's the combo that has got him back into this match.
Abdul Sadiq, he's always been a superstar. I remember when he roofed two Sunder players, a tournament in the ACT. That was his real introduction, and we knew he was something special from that moment forth.
Check this pull out. It's coming down the elevator there to the ground floor.
Garn deep in his own end zone. He finds Reed. Again, goes back to Reed.
Oh.
It floats up, but Xavier Black always. Bray likes it. He's going to reach for Alex Gann, who's got some steps, and Alex Gann. Well, we've seen it one way, now we're seeing it the other. Bray and Gann flip the script.
They will like that. And that is a mark of a good team, that your favourite receiver can be your favourite provider to your favourite provider. Let's check this out. Again, they're finding that space right on the end zone line. That opens up the fat side to a nice flick that's got plenty of sit. Shelley, you couldn't expect the throw there. You'd be expecting you're covering the middle of the field.
Look, that's just versatility. I don't think Sam Shellard, he's been covering Alex Gann under all day. And Alex Gann all day has been under the disc, squirreling around, annoying handler. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Alex Gann just starts to take off, and Alex Gann's kind of quick. So once Alex Gann's gone, hard to track him back in, even though Sam Shellard, one of the quickest players, certainly on this Fyshwick United team, and if not Australian Ultimate altogether.
He'd love to hear you say that, by the way.
Well, he is, and he's known for his pace. He's known for his defensive work. And Alex Gann, he just caught him. He got him.
Yeah.
And sometimes all you can do is nod your head and go, yeah, fair play.
It's great watching Alex Gann just taking this game by the horns here. And taking the pull here.
Shot underneath Nick Hodson. Oh, that's a loose one. And Sunder Slice will benefit. United got a gift earlier, and now they've got one back. Oh, we're simple out on that one.
Yeah.
Weir hasn't called anything. So Weir on the sideline goes back to Gus McDonald. McDonald fighting Gann. And Sunder Slice working into space. And not much at that. There's a pick down the field as Mark Wee has it.
They have worked this down the sideline on the backhand side.
We'll get another look at this grab.
Yeah, and there was the
he's on the line.
Yeah, he's even out there. Not picked up.
Yeah, well, we play on.
Picked up by Fyshwick.
Yep, he was out. Anyway, Wee breaking. Gets big. Gann, this is where he wants the Frisbee. He's going to throw the goal. And that's halftime. Sunder Slice with a minor wobble. They come back with a break of their own. And they take half-time here in the men's final. What a final this has been so far, John.
Yeah, to see Fyshwick get back to 6-all, albeit off some uncharacteristic errors from Sunder. But to get that pass out to Solomon, who's been big for them all weekend, and then the flow here, unstoppable. Great work from Sunder. They re-established control just before the half.
Well, let's take a break along with the players. We'll be back with the conclusion of this men's final here for the Newcastle Gold Cup of 2025.
Dance, don't stop. I just need a minute to find out what I'm feeling, cause I'm about to go nuts. And my team is trying to say what's up. I've been waiting for this my whole life. Wanna do it again 3-4 times. Cause it's better than a dream. Highway with young lean, I will never get enough. So high, what a nice surprise. You're all I ever had in mind. I'm happy in the sky, a big case of desire. I will never say goodbye. That's right. That's right. That's right. I wanna be yours. Wanna be yours. Tell the bodies to pull up. There's a party, we can go all night. I will show you how to run the red lights. If you wanna, you can call me mine. Somewhere on the highway, under the starlight, you tuck me in your arms tight. Damn, it feels right. So high, what a nice surprise. You're all I ever had in mind. I'm happy in the sky, a big case of desire. I will never say
Okay, half-time. And a huge moment. I think this is a chance really for Sunder Slice to set a bit of a tone here.
If you think about this, Sunder get the break here. Go 9-6 up. And you're setting the tone for the half. Because whatever was said in those huddles at half-time, they're trying to set the agenda for the second half. And whoever, if Fyshwick score, they've done, whatever it is that they needed to do to establish the second half. So yeah, this point after half is crucial.
But I think it also might just take the wind out of Fyshwick United's sails.
Yeah, that's it.
In that, Fyshwick United did great in fighting back those 2 breaks, but then they give up one late to then go back down 8-6. So it's almost like this bigger story where, hey, we've weathered your best shot and we've got a break on you to start the second half.
Yep.
Let's see what happens. Helix Smith has been solid, and I cursed him.
Oh.
A huge layout. Now Sunder go to work. Edmund Feng. Symbol getting under, covered well by Helix Smith. The crossing throw to Wang. Now to Jamboy. Inside break, finding Gus McDonald. Another break, this time to Yang. Yang pivots out, holds on to the disc. McDonald. Now Feng. Feng with that interesting grip. He has it ready for the lefty break, and that's out. Mambo.
Make sure of it. The Mambo Jambo, and he jammed that out.
Well,
boy, did Fyshwick need that. A little shout out there to Gus McDonald. There was a little tough catch. He showed excellent technique to catch the disc behind him as he was rushing in, and then the inside break was exceptional as well. Great technique.
Tough spot for Fyshwick now. Young getting in and around. Shellard bid by Edmund Feng. Shellard goes, putting the hurt onto Feng. Feng calls the switch. Probably wires. That's big for Young. Oh, that's popped up.
Oh, almost another bit of the disc. He popped it up. That's the worst thing as a defender, to give another chance, but it was well out. Sunder, another chance at a break here. Gus McDonald picking the disc up. Now, I hope I haven't cursed him by giving him a shout out on his technique. But
this is interesting. In this wind, we're seeing the teams space things out. Collision between Young and Jamboy down the field.
I missed the actual collision. I think they're going to... Okay.
I only saw the aftermath of Young on the ground.
Here we go. Oh, he sort of pushed through a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Here we go.
McDonald.
Oh,
Mambo. Nearly getting a piece of that. Yang out in front. Jamboy. Symbol. Everyone flooding to the near side of the field. Yang immediately behind his high stall situation. They bail out through Edmund Feng. Sunder on the doorstep. They find something. That's the break that we were talking about. A huge tone setter for the second half. And Fyshwick United left to rue their chances.
A massive break there for Sunder that has opened the game up. It felt like a wave, a surge from Sunder. And it was too much. It overpowered Fyshwick. And they got the goal through pure small ball. And once again, started by Gus McDonald with an exceptional break throw. And that one was just the icing on the cake as we see this flood to the open side. He was actually probably on a high stall count, but he got that one away. And there it is.
Eric Lau, a 1-2 pass in the end.
Yep.
It just took a little time to develop.
Wow, 9-6. Well, we talked about this scenario, Dan, as like a can opener, opening up a lead here that is going to be difficult for Fyshwick. But they have come back on a couple of breaks in the first half. We've got to keep the faith. And it just felt like they ran out of a little bit of belief in the midfield there.
Well, this is those tough situations where they're struggling against this tough Sunder defense, is that midfield situation where they don't know how do they generate something, how do they generate some continuation, get the flow going so that they can get it out of the hands of the handlers into the hands of the receivers. Young, he's had enough. He just sticks it, and now there's a one-on-one contest. That Catchpole nearly gets the job done. Jack Donnelly.
Catchpole was not in position, but he made a valiant effort. But this is a Sunder D here now. Another chance for a break.
Eric Deng. Again, who's playing savage. He likes the forehand. And guess who? It's James Bray. And James Bray drops the hammer and then drops the disc.
And you know what? Good spirit from James Bray. He did initiate the contact there, I felt, but he didn't make any call. This is good spirit.
It comes back to Fyshwick United. Young. Gans pulled the Andrew Jackson matchup. Young.
Yeah, that'll come back. They want to hold on to that. I can see Xavier's point here. It was just a bit too close and there was a bit too much contact. Fair enough. Interested to see what the count would be on right now.
I mean, Xavier Black at this stage, he's a proper man. He's built with good shoulders.
Oh, he gives that. Yeah. Now that's interesting. Yeah. This is one of my bugbears. So Solomon had tapped it in. Xavier didn't know it was tapped in, but that's too bad. Yeah, that's too bad.
Confusion.
It's a defender. That's the defender's issue.
It'll come back.
I'm going to get a little insight on that one.
Just coming in at 6. Sullivan, Mayowitz, McMahon making sure everyone's ready. They get it off the sideline to Fyshwick. Jackson comes back. Young on the near sideline. Throws it into space for Jackson. Goes and tracks it down. Donnelly throwing to Manambi Weir. And Weir has just drifted into the end zone ever so softly. And for a brilliant young man, he's such a good Frisbee player, Manambi Weir.
You know, there's so many elements to his sister as well. They're just sharing deceptive pace and incredible nous.
He just sees the opening and just kind of drifts on over, jumps it in. He could be playing league with that kind of move.
Yeah.
Instead, he's here in a Division 1 match, the final, against, one of the previous champions, and he's making it look like a hat tournament.
Yeah, and that was not a slow defender on him. I really think he's got deceptive pace. He's playing. It's such a good pickup for Fyshwick to get him back. All right, 9-7. That was such an important hold. I did get a little insight into that disagreement there on the sideline. He did check it in. And Sunder's only argument was, well, we weren't ready. Well, that's too bad.
Too bad, too sad, friendo.
Yeah.
If it's checked in, we're playing Frisbee. Anyway. Well, that pull is going to put Xavier Black in an awkward situation. Again, gets it back from Black. Well, that one, that's a loose one. Fyshwick, they're going to get one. Big opportunity. Rob the Hollander returns the Frisbee.
How important was that pull to make them work it out of their end zone? So important.
Well, it's that forehand throw to the high side of the field. We saw it create some issues in the women's final. Created some issues now. Oh, that's... go left, son.
What
Alex
the
Gann
hell was that?
gets it. And then Bray goes and Gann wastes no time. Bray, Jackson!
Come on!
They call him Action Jackson for a reason.
Oh, let's watch this again. Rack it up. Goodness me. Play of the weekend, Dan. Now he wants to go long.
Come on, Weezer!
Dermott, Henderson, Sadiq gets down low, catches well.
Looks AJ off.
Jackson settles underneath. And now Jackson rips it. It's a flat backhand looking for Henderson. Again, the wind.
It was almost a goal in rugby league. Almost through the uprights. Well, you can't blame the receiver missing that one. I feel that gust. Feel a wind here.
Just caught the edge.
Yeah, you know what? You could feel the adrenaline that was going through AJ there as he threw that. Okay, we are right back where we started this whole point. You know, Sunder working it out of their end zone. This is going to be fascinating to watch how they approach this, Sunder. It's a huge spread here.
They've gone for the U. James Bray drifts out into the middle space that's been opened up by the set. Gann, the give go. Bray playing underneath. Gann again. Gann is going to stick it. It's low and it's hard. It's McMahon gets it. Black in and away. And then Black, oh, it's dying.
That is the first turnover we've seen from Solomon. He has been so good across the semi and the final. And he just gave that, you know, that was just the lack of precision we wanted from Fyshwick. But boy.
Fyshwick, they have to find this. Jacob Blacklock. Jackson on the sideline. Slides out of bounds. Breaks the mark. Speldevinder. Jackson again. Oh, that's going to sit, but it's the tall timber of Jacob Blacklock underneath it. Safe in the end.
Great hands from Sadiq.
Abdul Kavi Sadiq, great catch. He's going to huck it. Oh, that's going to create some issues. Blacklock's underneath it. Jacob Blacklock.
Shows the disc.
The break that Fyshwick United needed. They bring it to 9-8. They get it done. It's speculative. It's somewhat streaky, but that all counts at the end of the day.
9-8 Sunder. That's me.
Jacob Blacklock, the big horse.
Gets up in the pack. Let's watch this. Rack it up. Here's this throw. It's so difficult. And can we blame Sunder for having that mistake? Look at this crazy, one of the craziest throws I've ever seen. Alex Gann somehow reading that. And watch Gann here coming through,
it looked like
through the pack.
It caught a thermal because it went straight up in the air.
Then look at this. Incredible. In fact, you could argue there, did he have that and
like
then get ground stripped? Then the adrenaline flowing through the body of AJ, shoots it, almost gets a goal through the uprights.
Jeez, it all just happened in that point, didn't it? Look, we're just rolling through these replays, all from the same point. The teams have taken a timeout. We're just in awe, fascination. And then here, a pure speculator. And it's the big horse, Jacob Blacklock.
Oh, goodness me. What a incredible point.
Sometimes that's what you need. You need your big athletes to do big athletic things.
Yeah, and here am I saying I want more precision out of Fyshwick, and they're just gone, no, we're going to give you more adrenaline and dog. Oh, man. Well, you know what? If I'm Sunder, I'm still just, hey, hold the line. You know, we're playing well. You know, they've had to come up with some incredible plays to get the disc off us and to score, okay? So let's just go back to the world, do what we know, what we've been doing. So let's see the composure here for Sunder.
We've got a lot of players out there playing pretty much savage at the moment. See Gus McDonald trying to loosen up the muscles.
Yes, that's a good point. I hadn't even noticed that we're watching the same players point for point.
I mean, Jackson stays out there for Fyshwick United as well.
Oh, just stays in.
Black gets it into Gann. Reed back to Gann. And it's Dermot Henderson now who's copping the Gann matchup. He had him last point and he's got him again now. Gann, low, sliding in, Solomon.
Great hands.
Gann. A flat one, Reed, huge bid by Sam Shellard. Gann finds it. This time Mark Wee. Sunder are working through hands. Here's Bray. Out to Gann. Gann, Xavier Black in the end zone.
That's what I talked about. They just went back to what they know, Dan.
A return to form indeed. Sunder sliced their offense. Nearly everyone taking part in that.
I just don't know about this backhand force. I think it fell into the hands of Sunder. Nevertheless, I think even with a flick force, this was great composure shown by Sunder. And it was, again, Alex Gann unpicking this and getting the assist. He is just going to another level.
Well, I mean, it's prime Alex Gann, isn't it? I think we're seeing him at the prime of his career. We've watched him for so long now. Watched him just grow in leaps and bounds, and I think we're seeing prime Gann.
Yeah,
we're at that point where this will be his best years.
Yeah. You know what? Interesting from a Dingo perspective, because what we're not seeing, Gann is a dynamic handler. He is just driving this offense like a blitzkrieg, but that's not the way Dingoes were playing their setup. It was much more sort of staid and slower. So I don't know if Dingoes could really benefit from this. Anyway, we're back.
Young out to Kluken. Like that matchup with Yang, and Yang manages to affect it. Engineer goes sideways to Wang. He's going to find Feng. Oh, that's high. Gets out of control. Jamboy gets up as high as he can.
So watch that matchup, Dane and Yang. Very active on the mark, Yang. Dane goes. But he's...
Donnelly. That is a taco disc.
Officially, you're not allowed to get a new disc, but you know what? When it's that badly tacoed, I don't mind seeing something new there. And here's Nick Lely.
Nick Lely is just nutmegged.
He's loving it.
Jack Donnelly. Jack Donnelly happy to play on. He just needed to straighten it out.
Boo.
So Donnelly, this is a rough spot to be. Young guarded well. Donnelly. Menambi Weir. Weir likes something. Oh, that's inside out.
He just didn't get the shape right, did he?
No, he gestures as well. Ever humble.
He doesn't get it.
Huge. With Alex Gann taking a sub It's on the rest of this Sunder slice, this young Sunder slice. And Angenor likes something. He's going to boost it down the field. Oh, it pops up. Nick Hodson. They dribble. Whoop. Donnelly now. Sold it. Catch. Hodson goes up the line. Tim Sherring. Sherring, the break. Weir loses the hat.
Oh.
Young. Fyshwick. They have to show steel here.
They do the job, Dan.
And they hold their nerve. Fyshwick United. That's a no hold for them. 10-9.
Gee, goodness me.
The men's final has come alive.
You know, Sunder were really good there. There should have been a completion here. It's just somehow popped out of the hands and gratefully received by the Fyshwick defender, who was out of position himself.
It's been a blustery old day, and that has not changed.
Yeah.
Here at the Malabula Sports Complex, we have an alert in effect for extreme heat. Still saying the wind gusts are 40 kilometres an hour, but I mean, it feels more.
9-10.
Many of the spectators taking their ease, watching the final unfold in front of them. And Fyshwick United, they're within striking distance. This Sunder team. Gann signalling ready. Fyshwick to pull. Speldevinder. Black pumps the first throw.
Oh, hello.
And Gann has just coughed it up. Sadiq trying to find Jackson. High stall. Blacklock has a couple of bites at the cherry. Now Jackson on the sideline. Huge opportunity for Fyshwick United. This is a gift for them. The opportunity to level it up. They need to take the opportunity. Speldewinder.
Oh.
He needs to engage the reset. No, he doesn't. He just needs to throw it to Andrew Jackson. The men from Canberra's most famous district. They've brought it back to level it up at 10-all.
Wow, just that one slight error from Gann, who we've been talking, Oaken may have cursed. But, gee, that shows you the margins in this game. And Fyshwick's themselves almost dropping the disc twice. Blacklock just hanging on. It's this pass from Gann somehow misses the target.
Yeah, aimed at Reed. I don't think Reed was completely expecting it because it went past Reed as if, and his reaction looked like he was expecting someone to be behind him.
Yeah. Look at this. Incredible second grab from Blacklock. I think Gann is just so dynamic that sometimes his receivers are not ready for the offensive surge he puts on. Ah, beautiful. Oh, somehow Fyshwick have come back.
Huge for the Fyshwick season.
Yes.
Huge for their hopes.
Yep. Ollie.
Speldewinder again. He's put up some good pulls. We saw earlier one of the pulls pretty much created a turn as Alex Gann ended up in this situation, throwing an upwind forehand to the high side. Gann. Now Marquis. And it is Dermot Henderson for Fyshwick United who's catching the Alex Gann matchup.
Yeah.
Here's Reed.
Well, he probably didn't put his hand up for it.
Black. Pivots through. Sunder making meters. Reed. Gann providing the reset. Reed. Some width. Now to Xavier Black. Gann just continuing to get the disc at will. Bray.
How's the engine on Gan?
Dominated from Bray. Now Bray looking to throw the score and gets it in there. Sunder, their offensive possession works out a string of passes.
It is fantastic to watch this close. Gan's engine is just something to behold. He never stopped moving. I would not want to draw the mark on him when he's in this mood. Look at this throw here. Uses the speed of the wind to know, even with not much separation, that he could get it to the corner in front of the flying defender.
Offense now. And these are notionally upwind points. The wind coming somewhat from the kind of the top left of your screen, but blustery and swirling. The conditions have been pretty much the same all weekend.
They have. They're just, you know, as this afternoon's progressed, it has got heavier. You know, so I wouldn't say it's peak wind right now, but it's pretty gusty. Probably hear that through the mics. The wind is a little bit more consistent, at least, coming from those goalposts in the screen as you see it now, straight to the camera.
Okay. Every port growing in importance as we go further down the stretch. Sunder Slice 11, Fyshwick United 10, and it's time for the Fyshwick United offense. That's a sharp one that's going to roll. Alex Smith gets it. Alex Young. Oh, high stall situation. Young finds something eventually. Nick Hodson. Alex Smith. Young. There's not much room to work in, so yes, he engages with Alex Smith, gets it off the sideline. Weir. Oh, it's subtle, but he's dropped it.
He was just checking his feet there. I think he was worried about how close he was to the sideline. That's a turnover that Sunder wanted, though.
Varun Engineer goes from the sideline, gets it to Yang. At full stretch, Tyrone Symbol. Symbol pumps off the throw to Yang. Jamboy and Yang collide. Yang finds it anyway. Well, the reset. The bailout at late stall for Symbol. Sunder are finding their way through. This is a huge break if they can do it, and do it they can. Sunder, they're not to be denied, and Fyshwick United, they're throwing everything they've got at them at the moment.
And put that down to Yang. He was the difference in that point. He was the architect, leading that offensive surge. Oh, that was another masterclass in defensive offense. Look at all these passes. It's just hard to describe to the viewers the sort of the pace and the wind, and being able to beat this tight defense. Look at this little window here. Turn out and around, gets the break off, and then the continuation to Eddie, and then the spike at the end. Jeez.
I mean, once they break that containment of that force,
yeah,
they're off to the races.
Yeah.
Backhand. Yeah. In the wind.
Yeah.
Going
straight,
to the backhand.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Okay.
That's massive in the context.
Yeah.
Fyshwick United, they brought it back to level, and now they find themselves adrift again.
Yeah. Just as they clawed their way back, they give up a break. All right. That's a good pull.
And it feels like a string of points that have gone to the left-hand side of the screen. Now we finally have one back to the right. So Menambi Weir, Kluken. Just cut like an animal all day. Alex Smith. Out to Alex Young. Young steps into the backhand. That's low over the stack. It's blocked by Symbol. McDonald, who got out on the D-line. Huge for Sunder. Could be a pressure point. And that's massive. A huge block.
What a game, what a save there for Fyshwick. Down Alex Smith now. He's got a job on this sideline.
Rough conditions. It's really not suited to offense at all. And I can't say they've looked confident. Tim Shering.
Tim Shering, the bailout.
Hodson, who just got the massive block. Young, pick as Kluken was going.
Wow. Okay, yeah, he got caught up in that little knot of players there.
Young has the disc tapped in. Decides not to go to Shellard and then does in the end, nearly catching him out. Reactions by Shellard, tries to jump it in. Called not in. Alex Smith in the corner. Fyshwick United, they have to hold here. Young goes up the line. Weir goes back, understanding that he couldn't be greedy there and doesn't. He gets the flip and then makes the flip. Fyshwick United, a necessary O point for them.
They're holding in there as I'm holding onto the marquee with these gusts of wind. That was excellent work in the clutches there by the offensive unit for Fyshwick United.
I think Young going up the line there. Menambi Weir just gained sense, understanding I can't be greedy here. I can't go up the line. I need to get that reset off. He gives Alex Smith the option that he needed.
Oh, there must have been a high stall count too.
And then Weir.
Yeah, he gets this inside. Not easy either. He had to put that outside in shape on
it's
it.
like an indoor ultimate throw.
Yeah.
Very bladey.
Yeah. Shout out to Tim Shering there. What we saw, A. Young gave up. He had to do a slash. He couldn't be effective. The next cut back couldn't be effective. Tim Shering pops out for a wide swing. Alex Smith held his nerve to get it to him. So excellent work there by Fyshwick. Intense pressure brought by the Sunder defence.
There's been a couple of young guns for Fyshwick United. Tim Shering, one of them, necessary. He's popped up at really critical moments to make catches. And they're not glorious catches. They're not glamorous catches. They're reset the stall kind of catches, get your offense out of trouble kind of catches.
Yep.
And really important to have players like that. If you're going to make a deep run in tournaments, if you're going to find yourself, 11, 12s against, a defending champion or a previous champion.
Yep.
Those are the kinds of players you need, along with, your Andrew Jacksons and your Jacob Blacklocks that make the big plays. So Sunder,
speaking of big plays,
not on the first, but on the second. Gann gets it.
They're going with this back end again. I think
stepping up and in. Big bid. Yo, just getting tangled. And then Xavier Black, a high one.
Oh, that was awkward. I got a feeling that might have just jumped a little bit on him. He had the under easily.
Speldevinder. Jackson. It up. It gives Bray some time to get across and get some pressure on the mark. Speldevinder goes up the line. Speldevinder now with a bladey throw.
Spicy. He's gone for a blade with the bum of the disc to the wind. Oh, Ollie.
Fyshwick
a hammer would have been better for that job.
Fyshwick didn't need that at all. I think it was set up real nice with both Blacklock and Rob de Hollander.
Yeah.
Queuing up in the end zone, just a case of getting the look they need. Don't need to force it crosswind like that. Precision lacking.
Right. As we've been talking about in this game. Here's Gann coming up to coffin corner. And look at that, straight away. Hollander probably needed to put a bit more pressure on that one.
Mayowitz, McMahon. Gann goes back to him. Gann managing the stall, just keeping things low. That's throw, and James Bray tracking it down. James Bray, Jackson gets up. There might be a conversation about this one.
There might be a conversation here. Wow, gee, it looked to me from live that AJ was all over him. Let's have a look.
Jackson, he goes the outside route.
Oh, Jay Bray did lean in because the disc was coming back in. It just still looked like the initiation of contact was from AJ there. Let's have another look. So James comes back. Yeah, he does push back in. Whether AJ was still going to clash with him. Yeah, AJ saying, no, you came back into me. Wow, it's given up by Jay Bray. God, what spirit he's shown in this game.
Spell to window. Spell to window, high stall. He's have to jack it. It's falling in the direction of Jackson. It goes out. Well, I think on balance, Spell to window has done really good to get it that far down the field.
That's not a bad outcome for that.
Just game awareness now for Alex Gann, getting the disc back in play before the United defense is set. Gus McDonald, Alex Gann, Xavier Black is gone. Garn, combining with Bray, Reed. And Xavier Black, who's just run 80 metres, can't get free. The switch is on for Fyshwick United as they're trying to get containment of this Sunder offence. To James Bray.
Oh, good
Gann.
Inside pass there.
Gann again. Weir's gone. The layout, backhand break. Looking to throw the goal. And finds the goal to James Bray, and you have to say he earned it.
That is a fantastic goal for Sunder. And
not only is it a goal, John, it's the game.
Yeah.
Sunder Slice have done it again. They've won here at the Newcastle Gold Cup.
Oh, well, I just looking at the clock there, noticing they've gone past 80. We were so focused on the game that we didn't even see that sneak up on us. What a great game, Dan.
Check out this layout, backhand break by Gann. Gets it to Mark Watch
AJ bid, a little fake, and pass. Yeah, that pass there from Bray, crucial. And then that layout. Yeah, that is just well done, Sunder. Well-deserved win there. But they had to earn it, didn't they, Dan?
That's what I was going to say. I know that Fyshwick United are probably going to be a little bit disappointed. However, there's a lot of positives to come out of that for the Canberra men's team. They mixed it up with Sunder here. And you have to say, if the conditions were maybe not quite as blustery, if their offense could have had a little bit of a freer look, could things have been different? Yep. Who knows? We'll never know. But we'll see these two in action again, potentially, at the New South Wales Regional Championships. And a great sign for the Fyshwick United season, and a great sign for Sunder Slice as well. Your closing thoughts?
A fantastic weekend. Once again, big kudos to the TD, Tim Hayes, and the Newcastle Ultimate Cup for putting this on. We've seen some fantastic games. It's been a real pleasure to be with the ULTI.TV crew. Remember, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this and you watched it. Cup of coffee is all they need to keep the show going. Get onto it, people. And that's all I've got to say. So thank you, Dan, for being with me all the whole way, mate.
Well, my name is Daniel Clanton, and on behalf of John Greenfield, I'd like to thank Rex and KD, our wonderful crew, who came all the way across from South Australia to help us cover this match. Thank you all for joining us. We'll leave it there, and we'll see you again soon.
ULTI.TV. ULTI.TV.